than a burnt CD. Turn it up, John Deere green. Hilltop sitting over Friday night lights. Tailgate sipping, Little Dipper on bright. I'm slow riding down a throwback road.
So first of all, a lot of people, obviously over here at least, when they think of country, they think of like Nashville and all that kind of thing. But what got, someone like you into the kind of country scene and that kind of music?
Well, I mean, growing up, that was what we listened to on the radio, and I'm originally from Canada, and a lot of the music was country, and my family were farmers.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of it just like resonated with us, and the storytelling and all of that. I just thought it was so cool. And then, I was about 15 years old when Taylor Swift came out, and she was writing her own songs and all of that. So that's when I got into guitar, and I think that kind of sparked a thing. I had always been writing songs, but I had never actually been able to play them before.
Yeah.
So that really sparked it all for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got scouted out pretty young, right?
I
saw.
at 15. I literally just learned guitar, and somebody from Nashville asked me to come down and start working with them and start writing real music. Going in and working with other songwriters.
Okay,
and, like
that's
some
cool.
Pretty seasoned people and learning the ropes. So I got involved very, very early.
Yeah, that must be a pretty good but stressful feeling, I imagine. Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to ask. So your first single was a charity one, right?
Yes,
it was
actually.
Yeah. How did that come about?
So growing up, I was a dancer, and I worked for this dance company, and I think she was 4 years old at the time, and her parents, I was like assistant dance teaching at the time. I was just kind of working with the kids and, just helping wrangle them mostly.
Yeah.
And one of the parents of one of these girls came up to me and they were like, "We heard you're a singer. Would you like to perform at our charity event?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like what's it for?" And they said cystic fibrosis, and that was something that I had honestly never heard of before. I didn't know no idea what it was, and I did my research and came back to them. I was like, I absolutely want to be involved in this. And later on, throughout playing at their shows for a while, I was connected with a lot of the cystic fibrosis community in Canada. And over here, actually, the song that I recorded was by Matt Scales, and he unfortunately passed away from cystic fibrosis, but he was an artist and he wrote this song.
Yes.
I recorded it and put it out with all of the proceeds going out to cystic fibrosis and research and all of that. So that was the first thing that I ever got to do, and it was incredible, and it's still out there if people want to donate or be a part of that.
Yes, yeah. And so are you on tour over here at the minute then, right?
Yes,
you're
this is actually my last show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was over here. Oh, don't get stung by a wasp. I was over here, Kaylee Hammock and I were doing a co-headlining tour
course, yeah.
In the UK, and so we did 3 dates together, and then I'm playing tonight, and I think she's playing tomorrow here at the Long Road Festival. So, it's been really fun. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind. This is probably one of my quickest.
I was going to say, I saw all the dates seem pretty,
we arrived at like 9 a.m. the one morning and had a show that night, so it just got a little wild, but we're good.
And what would you say, can you make any comparisons between the kind of scene over here and back home? I know it's still quite growing over here as opposed to at least in North America.
Over here. I love playing small clubs and things like that, especially over here. I will compare like the UK to Canada. It's like a very respectful audience that learns your songs and all of that.
Yes.
And like some of the time you're not even sure if they like you, and then they give you a standing ovation at the end. Like they're just so respectful.
Yeah, I get
versus
that.
like the US, they've got so many people playing all the time. I feel like it's kind of brushed off.
Yeah,
sometimes,
true.
They get a lot of music all the time, and every once in a while there's obviously some amazing shows over there and amazing fans, like super fans and stuff like that. But here is just, it's different, and I love it.
And then obviously you put out your recent single at the start of this year, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that a standalone thing, or are you looking at doing kind of a longer release?
Yeah.
Or?
So I put out a song called Jealous of Myself. Then I added Leanne Rhymes to the record, which was really cool. And then I put out a song called Summer Don't Go. And we have another one coming out before Christmas, and then hopefully a full album by January, February.
Oh, wow.
I've already written
cool.
and recorded everything.
Yeah.
Everything's ready to go. So I'm excited, but it's, all of the extra work that you
Yeah,
gotta do
exactly.
after
Yeah,
that's done.
the amount of bands that I've seen have to put stuff back because of all the production costs and all of that. It's insane nowadays.
So, yeah, working on visuals and stuff like that now.
Yeah, and it looks like you got a pretty busy rest of the year planned now, right? Lots of touring.
Lots of shows, lots of fun things, and obviously trying to fit in finalizing the record. So I might be away from shows for a little while, just making sure that it's everything that I want it to be, and then I'll go back to Canada for Christmas, and then hopefully next year we'll be so busy I won't even have time to breathe.
Exactly, yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And then just as a kind of lighter final question, do you have any dream tour that you'd want to be a part of?
Oh gosh. I'm a fan of a lot of people. I loved touring with Lady A. That was a really incredible tour. That was my first big tour experience. I love Eric Church. I love a lot of women in country. If there were any opportunity to, go out with a legendary act or something like that.
Yes.
I'm open to honestly anything. I think as long as our music fits together.
Yeah, exactly.
Taylor Swift would be obvious.
That'd be awesome.
But
That'd definitely be cool.
yeah.
But anyway, that's all I've got. So thank you for taking the time out. I'll quickly stop
so
this.
much.
No